If we have a big disaster and get a lot of donations, we allow people to put like claims towards, maybe there's a $3,000 grant that they can get. Okay, there's a lot of fraudulent people that apply, right? So using our AI to do, for example, or verification, document verification, etc. On this, there's people who have mapping to see, yes, that house burned down, that house did not burn down, etc. So just be able to assess those claims more quickly.
Yeah, I'm looking on one side with the lifeblood services. You've got the integrity of a product that you've got to protect and safeguard, because that's going in blood transfusions around the country. So you want to make sure that's safe. And then you've got the humanitarian side, where you've got fundraising initiatives, and you've got to recognize donors and give them their credit for what they do to you. I can imagine that you can have multiple priorities in an environment like that.
So you can see already as a CFO, now you've got to be a retail expert, and you're going to be a RTO expert, and then a fundraising expert. So it's all quite different things. Normally a business will do one of those things. But more importantly, what do we actually deliver for the people? So our strategic focus area are around emergency. Emergency service is the first one. So we obviously are there if there's any natural disasters or any other traumatic disasters that happen. So, for example, the Bondi Junction stabbing, we're there. There was a bus with, if you remember, a wedding around UK, in the Hunter Valley. We're there, and obviously all the bushfires and the floods. So we're there. We respond, but we also work on resilience before and then recovery after. Get people ready. We have some ready app. We have some pillow talk program with the kids at school to try and say, if you had to evacuate, what would you put in your your pillowcase? Sorry, not pillow talk, pillowcase. Sorry, program.
Well, and that's interesting, because I think where the viewers will get learnings from you is, as a not-for-profit, how you prioritize on what you have to do and where you make how you make those decisions. With so many worthy causes, you've got to choose who you back.
That's correct. And I think you've got to go back to the impact that you generate. So, you have to be able to measure impact on what you generate, so that you can make choices and go, we need to focus more on this because we're generating more impact for the people in need. And there's some things we have to do as per the Royal Charter I discussed. So we have to be there for emergency services. We have to do lifeblood, and we've got to do those things very well because people are relying on us. But you have to make prioritization. You can't do everything.
Can you tell us a bit about that impact analysis? Is that something you can quantify, or is it largely a gut feel?
It is hard, but multiple people have done it. Some people can turn around. For example, one volunteer is worth that much in kind of dollars, or some people say if you donate $10, we can feed a family, blah blah blah. So there is ways to turn, if you want that impact, but it's hard because some of it could be what was the quality of life of somebody you help. Like, let's say we've got some homelessness programs, a homeless person before and after. Have they found more connection with family? So to your point, it's quite subjective, but you can measure, maybe do a survey before, the survey after, and then try and turn that into, with some industry kind of practices, try and turn that into something a bit more measurable.
And we're here at this conference to talk about finance transformation and the use of digital technology to help drive that transformation. Where do you see the finance transformation within the Australian Red Cross?
In terms of finance, again, we have to be able to, one, do what we do more efficiently, so we don't cost too much money to the organization, but then we have to provide insights. So for people to know, to your point, to prioritize, or whether we should do this or that, or how we're doing, we have to be able to provide those insights. So technology is key to generate the right data, to be able to present the right data, like true cost of programs, for example, to really understand it. So transformation is, you've got to use technology to be able to get to that. And as we know, the ERP is in the middle of everything, right? So you need ERP to be integrated with the other systems to be up to scratch, to be able to do that, so that you can get the leverage that is required.